Everyone avoids this one decision, but it controls your entire life. A guy once waited years for the perfect moment. He planned everything, notebooks full, goals everywhere. Zero action. Every day he said, "Tomorrow, I'll finally start." Tomorrow came, and his brain whispered, "Not today either." Weeks passed, then months. Nothing changed, except his frustration. He wasn't lazy. He was stuck in a loop most people never even realize they're in. It's called the readiness trap, and it feels logical. You should feel ready before you start, right? Sounds smart. But here's the problem. Readiness is a myth your brain sells. Your brain doesn't care about success. It cares about safety. And safety means staying exactly where you already are. So every new idea feels risky, even if it's good. Your brain sends one signal, danger, even when there's none. Most people listen and slowly shrink their own potential. But then there's a different type of person. They feel the same fear, but don't treat it the same. Where others stop, they think, this must actually matter. Fear isn't a stop sign. It's a direction indicator. That one shift changes everything, instantly. Because now, fear means go, not stop. And suddenly, action becomes easier than waiting. They don't remove fear. They just stop obeying it. And that's where everything starts to change. But here's what most people still get completely wrong. They think confident people feel less fear. They don't. They feel the same anxiety, same doubts, same hesitation. The difference? They don't let those feelings decide. They treat fear like data, not a command. Like, okay, this scares me. Interesting. Let's move anyway. That mindset has a name: approach motivation, moving toward discomfort instead of running away from it. Sounds crazy until you realize something important. Doing nothing has a cost, and it's bigger than failure. Failure hurts once. Regret hurts every single day. And deep down, you already know this is true. That idea you keep delaying, it's still in your head. Not because it's bad, but because it matters too much. That's why it scares you. And that's the clue. Fear is highlighting exactly where you should go next. But most people still choose the easier direction. Comfort now, pain later. That's the trade they make. Others choose discomfort now and freedom later. That's the real difference. Not talent, not luck. Just one decision, repeated over and over again. Move toward fear, even when it feels uncomfortable. And slowly, your brain starts to adapt. What once felt scary starts feeling normal. And that's when your identity quietly begins to shift. Because this isn't just behavior, it's who you become. Every action you take is a vote for your identity. Skip action, you vote for doubt. Take action, you vote confidence. Most people don't realize they're voting every single day. And over time, those votes create a solid identity. I'm someone who tries, or I'm someone who waits. And once that identity locks in, it runs on autopilot. That's why change feels hard. You're fighting your own identity. But here's the good news. Identity is not fixed. It's built, slowly, through repeated small actions. Not one big move, just small bets on yourself. Send the email, start the project, make the first move. Not perfect, just done. That's the rule. Because action creates proof, and proof builds belief. And belief makes the next action even easier. That's the loop you actually want to build. Action, proof, belief, more action. Not thinking, waiting, doubting, staying stuck. One loop grows you. The other quietly destroys momentum. And most people don't notice which one they're in until years pass and nothing really changes. But you can break it with one simple decision. Do the uncomfortable thing right now, not later, not tomorrow, not when ready. Now. That one move starts rewriting your entire identity. But there's one more truth nobody really talks about. Betting on yourself can feel incredibly lonely sometimes. Not everyone will understand the choices you start making. Some will question you, others will quietly doubt you. And yeah, sometimes their voices will get into your head. You'll pause, overthink, maybe even want to quit. That moment right there, that's the real test. Not when you feel confident, but when you don't. Because real self-belief is quiet, not loud or flashy. It doesn't need approval. It doesn't ask for permission. It just keeps moving, even when doubt is still there. That's what separates people who grow from those who stop. Not talent, not luck, just consistency under pressure. Showing up, especially when it feels hardest to show up. So if you feel scared right now, good. That's the signal. If you feel unsure, perfect. That means you care. And if you're waiting, stop. You're already ready enough. You don't need perfect conditions. You need one small action, one message, one step, one decision to move forward. That's how it starts. Not big, but consistent. So, what did we learn from this story? Your brain will always choose comfort. That's its job. But your life changes when you choose growth anyway. Betting on yourself isn't confidence. It's repeated action. Now go. Make the bet. Even if it's small.